Steve, the head coach process has now reached its conclusion. Alex Bruce coming in. How pleased are you with his appointment?
Yeah, delighted. It's been a long search, ups and downs along the way. Talked to a lot of people, and the kind of thing I was looking for was a young, ambitious coach who relatively had experience of League Two and around, and relative success. Alex Bruce fitted the bill in terms of good experience at Salford, very close to promotion last season. I know his father so well, so he's from a good pedigree. I had a great interview with him, a couple of interviews in which very ambitious, very forward thinking, knows what he wants to do, has just been dying for an opportunity, and we give him that, and I think it's a great balance. He's got myself above him, can give him guidance. He's also got that at home with his dad, and he's going to bring Steve Agnew as his assistant, who's tremendous experience in every league as a coach. Worked at the latter end of his time at Salford with him, so they know each other very well. And I think it's two very, very good people who are coming into this with experience, enthusiasm, want to do it. Commitment is unbelievable from them. Their ambition, what they want to do, and I'm delighted.
Obviously, everyone will now do their own digging online as to Alex's background, his own CV. But what were some of his traits that really stood out to you in comparison to other people?
I think what Alex has done from very beginning, when I knew him as a player, he's made not the most of his talent, more than the most of his talent. He's worked hard at it, he's stuck at it, great experience, and was in his way a leader wherever he's been. And I think he's transferred that into his coaching, and now he needs to transfer that into becoming a head coach where he's in charge of the team. And I think it works really well because I'm here to build a club, and we brought Alex on board to build a team to represent that club. So we work together. Our alignment is from the top to the bottom. At the present moment, from Tony all the way down, is excellent, and I can sense that feeling. The first day we're here, with the players coming in, that for some, it's not good coming back, but for us, we've got such enthusiasm for this project that we hope that enthusiasm rubs off on the players.
And as you say, that enthusiasm, I should say, you spoke about getting the right people in numerous times. What was it about Alex's personality, not necessarily just his coaching ability, but his personality to bring that enthusiasm here on the first day?
People person, without doubt, people person. I knew that from the first interview that we had. It was at the stadium, and the way that he communicated with people, you could see that, the receptionist, the office people, people bringing up a cup of tea for us. You could tell that he had, a very good upbringing, and treated everybody with respect. But then talking to him, you can see just that little bit of ruthlessness that he's got in his eyes that you certainly need as a head coach. So that kind of swayed me over, I spoke to a lot of people, very good candidates. But Alex has got the opportunity.
You've obviously spoken about his time at Salford as well, but, experience at the level in recent times. How important is that going into the new season?
So important, because myself, I've been dealing with Rob Scott and Warren, the scout, for about 5 or 6 weeks, and we spent every day going through League One, League Two, National League, even below that, the Scottish League. They are encyclopedias of players at that level, and I'm not. So they've been teaching me, and seeing Alex and Steve come in, so many, they know everybody. And that is such a big advantage, that they can recall players, know about them, but also have the contacts around the leagues. Because you're right, we're talking a lot about bringing the right people here, good people here with good character. And what I said was that anybody who comes through that door, we need references from other people. So a player, we need it from other players, we need it from a coach, we need it from a parent or an agent, associate, but we need information to know what the character is like, rather than just bringing in some people blind. And also in terms of background with fitness issues, and we're working at that and making sure that whoever comes through that door has the right character and the right fit.
You've obviously seen Alex around the training ground today. Day one of pre-season. It's now officially begun. It's largely fitness testing was the aim of the day today. But how impressed have you been with the way he's handled himself on day one?
I think it's important. I think it's very difficult, obviously, working with a sport director, but I think he worked with one in Salford. So he's kind of seen that. Now he's working with it. And we dovetail and work together well. And kind of myself and Alex and Steve Agnew, we form kind of like a triangle, and I think as many triangles as you can get in your football club, he's a really big plus. You've seen him interacting with players, you've seen him around. He's the man now. He's the man building the team, the face of the team, and we've all got to support him. And he has stepped into the role and stepped up. Must have seen it so often from his father over the years, that he stepped into it very, very well.
Alex, obviously a young coach, but as we've already mentioned, he's got plenty of experience, backed up by his assistant Steve. With his young age, does that necessarily bring a desire and a hunger to succeed? You've already mentioned how that ruthlessness that he can have.
Without a doubt. And that's one of the big things that I saw. He wanted this job. He knows all about Rotherham. He knows this is generally a tough place to come. He's been here, played here, brought teams here, and so he's just got that bit between his teeth that you look at young and hungry. Myself, when I was that age, I first went into management. He will do anything to succeed, and I've got that feeling.
Obviously, you'll be backed up by Steve as well, and his experience is massive. How important will it be for Alex to have the experience and the potential calm head of Steve to back him up in those moments?
I think, I've known Steve for many years, great reputation in terms of coaching. And you can see just the first session out on the field, he's great with players. He is a coach on the grass. That's where he wants to be, he loves to be. That's his environment. He embraces that. He really gets on well with players. And I think that will give Alex room to step back and be more looking and more observing and stepping in and making sure that he's an impact. Because, I know when I was younger, I wanted to do everything, and you can't. So he's got a perfect foil in that. And obviously, kind of I'm above building a football club and building an environment in which he can succeed and the players can succeed.
We've spoken a fair few times now on camera about the hard work that's going on behind the scenes. We're starting to see that now hopefully come to fruition for supporters to see. Now that Alex is in the building, that head coach situation has been sorted, do you think the rest of the building blocks that need to be put in can be moved at a faster pace?
Without a doubt. I think we've got many players on the radar, many players we've contacted, many we've made offers to, and I think generally they were waiting to see what the actual setup was. Now that's settled, I think things will move forward quicker. We've still got work to do in the medical department, but we're well covered at the present moment in terms of that. But we will be improving that department, I think. Recruitment of players and improving that medical department is the next two priorities on the list. And obviously getting the players fit and together outside. So it's just the beginning, and you're absolutely right. We've been sat around 5 weeks working like crazy, but we've been in kind of a bunker, and now we're out of that bunker, and there are players on the field, and there's coaches on the field, and there's a buzz about the place. We've just done the gymnasium, which pitches are great. We're creating something outside in the canteens as well. That, I suppose what you got is the key thing. The big thing for me in a football club is energy. And I felt that this morning, seeing Alex and Steve come in, all smiles, can't wait to get started. And players coming in, and a few, what's this? Having a look, getting to know. So that building blocks will be put in place. So energy, and I've said to anybody who works here, come through that door with energy, otherwise stay out.